please don't be shy. I'm here to help you. I want to meet you guys in person. So hopefully I get to see you guys in a show soon. Hey guys, Tish from Python Spawn. Sorry, it's night out, but we're gonna talk about cheap ways for traveling to a reptile expo. Come on in. Okay guys, so I've run into this issue a lot, and I know a lot of people want to go to all of the North American reptile breeder conventions, and they can get pricey. So this week's video is pretty much going to be a cheaper 5-option way to, more like a cheaper option to going to all these expos that you want to go to. It doesn't have to be even be an NARBC show. I mean, any show that you want to go to that's not technically local. So, like I said, I ran into this problem, and I kind of wanted to share with you guys the tips and tricks that I've learned during this process. So, let's jump right into it. The first segue we're gonna go into pretty much one of the basic ways to do it: airline tickets, flights. All right, so first of all, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're gonna go on and you're gonna book a trip, a lot of people do round trip tickets. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've done it myself. I've seen the proof. Round trip tickets are more expensive than one ways. So what I have done, literally what I have done to go to Arlington, I've done it 2 years in a row now. I will do one-way tickets to go somewhere and then get one-way tickets to come back. It's literally, how much did we pay, Vinny? I'm gonna tell you guys up front, don't even care. Me and Vinny got round trip tickets together, $235 for both tickets, both ways. Total, yes. So being on a budget is a huge thing for me because I'm a single parent, obviously. I do spend a lot of time with the reptiles and with my family, and to juggle both is kind of hard financially. So I had to learn these tips and tricks. So airline tickets, there's another option you can do as well. So if you know somebody, for example, I have a cousin that is a pilot. If you know somebody, that there is an option if you get put on a list, they have to do it. If they're a flight attendant, a pilot, or whatever, they can put you on the list and you can do standby flights. So you can go the day of that you need to go somewhere, and pretty much all you do is ask for your name on the list, and they can put you on a standby flight. Meaning, if there's extra room on a flight, you can go on for a very low fee. So pretty much all you're going to be paying are the taxes for that flight. And then you can just hop right on and go to your destination that you need to go to. So that's option one for airline tickets, flights, and so on and so forth. Let's jump right into driving. So driving is a big thing. It's a more cost-effective option if you drive. So here's one way you can do it. And that's not assuming that the gas prices everywhere are not skyrocket, because obviously the gas prices have been going up, but there are still ways to pretty much keep your costs down. Your first option, avoiding tolls. If you just take a little bit of a longer route, you can avoid tolls. Avoid ferries as well. If you don't want to drive over with a ferry, like if you put your car on a ferry, you should avoid ferries as well, because it will definitely increase the price of your travel. So if you must go through tolls, the biggest thing you should do if you want to go there a little bit faster, Easy Pass. Now, please check with your current Easy Pass in your state, because not all of them talk the same language. So Easy Passes, for example, in New York, if you go through, let's say, the Holland Tunnel. If you go through the Holland Tunnel without an Easy Pass, that's gonna cost you about 18 bucks, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it went up or if it went down. Pretty sure it didn't go down. But if you have an Easy Pass, it might be $13. So you're still saving a little bit of money. I know for sure that's the case for the George Washington Bridge, for the Verrazano, things like that, the bridges like that in New York. I know for a fact that they charge more if you don't have an Easy Pass as opposed to if you do have an Easy Pass. So if you can get an Easy Pass, awesome. Let's do the next one. We're gonna do, all right, splitting costs. So splitting costs, meaning you can bring somebody that's in the same realm with you, somebody that's also into reptiles. You guys live local or you live somewhat close by. What I do a lot of the time as well, I will share the expenses. So if me and Vinny, for example, are going on a trip, pretty much what we do, we split costs. So instead of a $200 a night hotel, it's a $100 a night for each of us. Instead of instead of you going by yourself, you're going down the trip by yourself and you have to pay it all by yourself. Try to grab somebody that's into the same thing as you guys are. You want to go to an expo in Arlington? Well, let's split costs. The only thing that you really can't split are airline tickets. But other than that, you can split costs. So you can split the hotel, you can split the gas money, you can split the tolls, you can split the car rental. It makes it a lot cheaper. And if you have more people on the trip, the cheaper it'll be. So that brings us straight into, since I already mentioned hotels. Now, Vinny actually said hostel. I don't know if if United States has hostels. Do they have hostels? I don't know.
In some places.
In some places we have hostels? I don't know. But hostels are an option. It's pretty much you go to a house or a place where you share rooms. So it's one house and a bunch of different rooms, and you all share. You all pretty much pay a very low cost, and you share everything. Which brings us to the next one: Airbnbs. Airbnbs can be fantastic if you get it at the right price, and they could also be kind of pricey, depending. But if you
better for longer stays.
Definitely better for longer stays. So if it's only like 1 or 2 days, obviously it's going to be more expensive than if you get, because I believe they give a 5-day discount. So if you're there for longer than 5 days or longer than a week, a lot of people give you that 5-day discount. Sometimes it's up to 20%. I've done them.
And they have like COVID cleaning fees now.
Yes, they do have COVID cleaning fees, so please keep that keep that under consideration as well. They do have COVID cleaning fees. But it's usually between $30 and $50 to your complete total for the stay. So it's not like a hotel where they're gonna come in and they're gonna give you fresh everything. A lot of the times, if I'm gonna stay at an Airbnb, I'm pretty much taking my own stuff. I'm taking my own towel, my own soap, things like that. But they do give you the option, and most Airbnbs, some things will be free, like little bottles of shampoo, conditioner, little soaps. And sometimes they'll give you the option of paying for like snacks. They'll keep snacks there. You'll have Wi-Fi. Well, the Wi-Fi I believe is free, but you'll have snacks there that you have an option of paying for. Same thing with like different detergents if you have a washing machine or things like that. So it does bring the cost down. And again, if you share an Airbnb, it's a lot more cost effective. So yeah. Another option other than Airbnbs and hostels are motels. So motels are definitely a lot cheaper than the average hotel for the most part. Sometimes they're in sketchy areas. I've been there, you know, but 9 times out of 10, I've been fine. So no worries there. Sometimes you get really lucky. There was one in Pennsylvania, a Super 8 motel. That was fantastic. It was the cleanest motel I've ever been to. And it still continues to be 10 years later, the best motel that I've ever been to. And the other option for where you're gonna stay is maybe go to a show close to family, because family, if you have nice family, they won't charge you. So at least you getting there and having a place to stay is definitely gonna be free for the most part. Obviously, it depends on family, but at least that's one less expense. And then you're only doing the car rental, the flight, and your gas. So that does bring down the cost if you do have family. For example, when I wanted to go to Animal Con this year, I'm not able to go, but I was going to go to Animal Con. It's in Orlando, Florida, and my mom, my sister, and like my whole family is in Orlando, and other parts of Florida too. But it's good for me because that means in the future when they have Animal Con again next year, I'll be able to go because I can plan ahead. It was a little bit too late this year, so I won't be there this year. But next year is a huge possibility if they continue to have it in Orlando, because all I have to do is get my plane tickets. Literally, that's it. I have a place to stay. There's gonna be a car there. My mom has a car. My sisters, everybody has a car. So I absolutely don't need a car rental. I don't need anywhere to stay. All I have to do is get my airline tickets for me and my son. So that would turn out to be a lot cheaper. And then the last portion I'm gonna talk about are car rentals, since we've spoke about them several times. So, just so you guys know, and I actually learned this from Earl from Lone Star Reptiles, if you get a car rental at the actual airport, you have unlimited miles, meaning you can drive that car anywhere, literally. And then you have the convenience of bringing it right back to the same place you have to be anyway when you go back on your flight. But if you get a car rental at like a rental spot that's not in the airport, you keep in mind that you will have to pay for mileage most of the time, unless you're like a person that travels a lot and they have like points with like Enterprise and stuff. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, that you may be charged for mileage as well on top of gas. So obviously you guys know when you have a car rental, you have to bring it back with fuel full. So keep that in mind. But another option that Vinny showed me actually is the Toro app. So Toro.com, you can go online, you can get the app, whatever the case. So pretty much what this app does is it rents cars from people, or you rent a car from people's cars. So example,
Like Airbnb for cars.
it's like Airbnb for cars. For example, I have a car, I'm not going to be driving it. Let's say, I don't know, I have off for a week and I'm not going anywhere, I'm just working at my house or something. What I'll do is I'll get on the Toro app and I'll say my car is available for this and this time for this amount of price, and I'm telling you the prices are ridiculously cheap, way cheaper than any rental place I have ever been to. So I'll get personal, I don't really care, but Arlington, we are going in September for Arlington, and the car rentals were extremely expensive. I think for the 6 days we're gonna be there, it was close to about $550. I was like, yeah, no, I can't do $550. Like,
You can get a Tesla on this app for that much.
yes, exactly. So what we ended up doing, or I'm going to do, I already talked to the person that owns the car. I am getting a brand new 2021 Chevy Spark. Yes, little tiny car, but for $26 a day. In total, I will be paying with the insurance fee $156 or something like that for 6 days. You guys see where I'm going? You see where I'm going between the flights, the hotels or motels or whatever, wherever you're gonna stay, your car rental, if you're gonna drive there, you're freaking. It's doable, guys. It is doable. I promise you, it's doable because I've been there. Especially if you share your reservation with somebody. So obviously, if you're going somewhere and somebody else has the same interest, it doesn't even have to necessarily be a reptile expo. Guess what, guys? There's other expos, there's other trips. Let this be tips for traveling 2022 edition. I don't know, but very cool. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I do hear a lot, oh, I can't afford it this year. Bills are stacking up. Like I said, I've been there. I was supposed to go to Tinley. Don't think I'm gonna make it this year because the funds are not there. Instead, Arlington, I may or may not be able to go to Tinley now because I actually did all of these options and I saved a ton of money. So that is something you guys should consider. So just a little bit of a recap. Flights, try to do one ways twice. So there and back one ways. Car rentals, Toro. If you don't use Toro and you're uncomfortable with that situation, the car rentals from the airport itself tend to be cheaper, unlimited miles. Airbnbs and motels or staying with family. What else did we talk about, Vinny? Flights? Yeah, no, I said flights already. I think that's pretty much it. And then sharing expenses. So, and driving. When you drive, make sure always tell somebody where you're going, where you're stopping. Make sure you have communication with people. But yes, before I get onto that, if you're not going with somebody else, always make sure to stop. Obviously, stop, rest. Sometimes these can be very, very, very long trips, especially if you're going from like where I'm at, New York, all the way to like Arlington. If you're gonna drive that, make it fun. Stop in different places, and again, with all the rest of these options, you'll actually be able to stop at a couple of places for a lot cheaper than you think. So yeah, this is a quick video. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I've learned in the past year and a half on traveling. So I hope it helped. I think it's gonna help you guys. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to DM me and I can send you the links to all of this stuff. I've done it before for people, so please don't be shy. I'm here to help you. I want to meet you guys in person. So hopefully I get to see you guys in a show soon. So yeah, hope this video helped you guys out. Sorry it's a little dry, and I'm sorry I kind of rambled, but we just did our live, so I'm a little tired, but I still remembered everything, so bonus. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell, maybe even the join button, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday.